Well, as you can see this time, that was now private ultralight plane we've now seen. Came over this time anyway. This is now the private ultralight plane we've now seen this time anyway. Whereas as you can see this time, it was Ikarus C-42 Piston FB100 Charlie. That was we've just seen come over this morning once again anyway. Now we've just seen the second aircraft, which is now the Ikarus C-42 Piston we've just now seen came over this time anyway. And as you can see, the registration is G-ENDG, that is, which this is the one that's based down at Pamport Airfield anyway, Whereas as you can see this morning, he's just took off from his base just down at Pamport Airfield just after 11:15 AM this morning anyway. So just after 11:15 AM this morning, as he just took off from his base down at Pamport Airfield anyway, which this is the plane that's currently based at anyway, which is Pamport Airfield anyway. And as you can see, just what we saw, obviously I did saw it going past, probably just by Pontsneuf anyway, and just you can see it then just decided to come here for a flyby anyway, as it was turning right just over Pontsneuf anyway. It then decided to came here for a flyby anyway, which just you can see just from here where we saw he dropped down. Basically he was at 17,000 feet to start with, and then just you can see he then just dropped down quite low to about 1,500 feet anyway, just about 1,500 feet from here anyway, as we saw it drop down anyway. So yes, he just dropped down just over in Falmouth anyway, around 10,050 feet anyway, and then just gone past Falmouth Bay around 950 feet anyway, and then just from there he just dropped down at least 875 feet, just passing towards Falmouth Bay anyway. Just as you can see, just passed over Pendes Point in Falmouth, just over on the southern coast of Falmouth Bay from there. So literally it's just dropped down from there anyway. So as you can see, that registration as we just saw, it's G-ENDG, that we just saw came over. Especially it's a bit unusual to see private planes, especially they're flying over on Boxing Day apparently, obviously because it's Boxing Day today anyway. Obviously because of the weather yesterday was a bit miserly, that's why planes and helicopters couldn't fly yesterday though. But this is now the second aircraft which is now seen as the Ikarus C-42 Piston we've just seen anyway, which this is now the private plane we've now seen anyway, especially compared to the first aircraft we saw this morning, which is the Coast Guard helicopter. But anyway, if I go back to fly radar, I think Coast Guard's still on there, I think anyway. There he is. He's now just passing over Land's End anyway, now passed over just over on the west coast of Land's End now anyway. He's just now passed over Land's End now anyway, so it's just now coming into Cape Cornwall anyway, so just now over the west side of Cornwall now anyway. He's just now over the west of Cornwall. So yeah, where he was to start with, he was just, as he then came off from the south coast, he then just flew past just over the Lizard Point anyway, and passed over the English Channel. As you can see, it's just done a loop just over in Houston apparently. It's just done one loop just over in Houston, and then it's done a little loop turn over in Houston anyway, which has done a biggest turn anyway in Houston. So as you can see, it just passed, as you can see where's it from here, it's past Porthleven, so he's done a loop there, and now he's done a loop in Houston. And then you can see it past Penzance, then Penzance, and then whereas as you can see now, he's now gone up anyway, now passing over Land's End Airport by the looks of it, now passing over Land's End Airport now apparently, which technically the obviously Scarborough's isn't on today apparently. As you can see, he's just now passing over Land's End Airport anyway, now passing Land's End Airport now apparently. Yeah, so he's now passing over Land's End Airport by the looks of it, just now passing over Land's End now apparently. So yeah, and hopefully for the meantime he will be heading back to his base at Newquay Airport anyway. There he is again, just on 8XB again anyway. It's just now on 8XB anyway. It looks as though we might have another aircraft coming, but that's another private aircraft that's also from Pamport Airfield, which the second one we might get around to see hopefully, which this is another ultralight we might get to see hopefully. So yeah, Anyway, back to the Ikarus C-42. That registration we've just seen is G-ENDG, that was. We've just seen came pass over. So yeah, hopefully that one will be heading back to its base at Pamporth Airfield very soon anyway. So yeah. Okay, so yep, thanks for watching. Bye bye.